It's time for English breakfast. Today our expression is scrape by. What does it mean to scrape by? Especially if you've been working so hard. Well, give us a guess and your translation in Korean as we try to figure out how to use it first in English. What's happening here, Susan?
Susan, who is an assistant, wants to ask for a raise from her boss, Ji-sun.
Instant noodles for lunch again, Susan? How is it that you're working 24/7 and you're still just scraping by?
Yeah, I don't understand either.
Yeah, you should ask for a raise.
Yeah. Oh, here she comes. Boss,
Can I have a word with you?
oh, sure.
I think I deserve a raise. I'm the first to come to work and the last to get off work, and I'm still having a hard time living off an assistant's salary.
Well, Susan, you're my assistant, but you never book my appointments, and most of the time you're shopping online. I would go broke if I shop as much as you do.
Oops.
That laugh at the end. It was kind of like Janice from Friends. As I was doing it, I was like,
Yeah.
why does it sound so familiar?
It's so good. Oh, man. Well, you're working 24/7, but still you're just scraping by. You're always at work, but maybe you're not working hard enough. What does it mean to just scrape by?
Yeah, so I mentioned how I'm always running on an assistant salary. And here, so scrape by is to live with barely enough money. So you're
yeah.
just getting by or barely getting by, barely have enough to live on.
Yeah, so another way to say that, as you said, getting by, barely getting by. Sometimes we say living paycheck to paycheck.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it means, barely having enough money.
Yeah,
okay?
barely making ends meet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, making ends meet either. Okay, so in Korean, how can we express the same thing?
Well, we can say 근근히 살아가다, and we have to emphasize the 근근히 part because it means like you're
근근히.
barely just like surviving.
Ah.
And then we can say 간신히 살아가다 as well. We talked about that phrase before, 간신히.
Right.
It means barely
Barely.
again. And then 겨우 버티다, you're just hanging in there. And 겨우 살아간다 means like you're just hanging in there and you're
Barely
you're just, like,
surviving,
barely
yeah.
surviving. Yeah.
Now, in this situation, she's scraping by with barely enough money, but it's because she's spending it all, right?
Right.
But then there's other
Shopping.
people who are barely scraping by, or they're just scraping by, but they also, it's because they have
It's not because they're like,
yeah,
wasting
it's
money.
not they're
Yeah.
not just spoiled or unwisely living with their money. So I guess I just wanted to say that so you can use it in either
right,
situation, not just for a character like Susan, right? Well, great suggestions. Let's do this conversation one more time in Korean. 수진, 점심으로 또 라면이야? 어떻게 된 게? 어떻게 된 게 너는 계속 일하는데 계속 끈끈이 살아가는 것 같지?
그니까 나도 이해가 안 가.
연봉 인상해달라 그래봐.
그래야겠다. 마침 사장님 저기 오신다. 사장님 한 말씀 나눠도 되겠습니까?
그래요.
저 연봉 올려주시면 안 될까요? 매일 제일 먼저 출근하고 가장 늦게 퇴근한데도 비서 연봉으로 살아가기 너무 빠듯해요.
아휴, 수잔 씨. 비서인데도 하나도 제 일정 관리도 안 해주고 출근해 있는 시간 거의 대부분 온라인 쇼핑하는 데 쓰시잖아요. 그렇게 쇼핑하면 아니 나도 파산 나겠어요, 나도.
아이고
Oh, it's too good, Susan. We got a second situation.
Jumpstart!